It is a top 20 showdown here at the University of St. Francis Hutzel Athletic Center. We thank you so much for joining us. You're going to see the number 16 team in NAIA, the Indiana Tech Warriors, taking on their crosstown rival, the number 18 ranked St. Francis Cougars. We thank you so much for joining us here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Hunter Sosenheimer here calling your play-by-play. Excited to be here for this one as we take a look here at these two squads. First for Indiana Tech, they come into this one, as I mentioned, ranked at number 16 in NAIA, a 3-2 record overall. Taking a look at their games here so far, they opened out with a 76-60 win over the Huntington Foresters, then went on the road to defeat Olivet Nazarene University 91-66. Took a 64-52 loss to IU Northwest, then picked up a victory last week, 100-30 over Calumet, Indiana, and then most recently coming off a loss on a Tuesday, 84-61 to Indiana Wesleyan. Taking a look here at the leading scorers for the Indiana Tech Warriors. Number 2, Genevieve Decker, the senior forward, 5'10" from New Baltimore, Michigan, leads the way, averaging 14.2 points per game and 7 rebounds per game. And number 3, Taylor Covington, the junior from Dublin, Ohio, also pitching in with 11.6 points per game and 3.5 rebounds per game. Number 24, Ava Zelowski, the freshman for Indiana Tech. You'll see her come off the bench from Crown Point High School, averaging 11 points per game here this season so far. For the Indiana Tech Warriors, they are under head coach Jessica Biggs, who is in her 13th year with the program. Taking a look at the University of St. Francis, they come in, as I mentioned, ranked number 18 in NAIA. They are 6-0 on the season, most recently coming off wins last Saturday morning against Mid-America Nazarene University, 60-53. Cassidy Crawford led the way with 13 points and 4 rebounds. Chloe McKnight pitched in 11, and Taylor Fordyce with 13 off the bench there for St. Francis. And then they're now most recently coming off a win Wednesday night where they defeated IU East 83-39. Chloe McKnight led the way with 14 points. Also picked up her 1,000th career point, had 4 rebounds as well. Cassidy Crawford pitched in 14 points and 7 boards. And Isabella Gissi pitched in 14 points as well for St. Francis. They are under head coach and Jeremy Henney. Taking a look here at the team stats for both these squads. For St. Francis, they come into this one averaging 82 points per game and 44 rebounds per game. Meanwhile, for Indiana Tech, they are averaging 76 points per game on the season and 40.5 rebounds per game. The leading scorer for St. Francis, as I mentioned, is Chloe McKnight, averaging 17 points per game. Cassidy Crawford doing a lot of work down low here for St. Francis, averaging 13.2 points per game and 6 boards per game here for the Cougars, where we're about a minute 45 away here from tip at the Hutzel Athletic Center. Once again, we thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you join us following this contest. We'll have the number 25 ranked Indiana Tech Warriors taking on St. Francis. And our next contest in men's basketball, that one's slated to begin at about 3 p.m. following this contest here today on this Saturday afternoon. So we are going to go ahead and step away and take a short break. We will come back. You are watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletic Center, we're going to go ahead and turn it on over here to PA announcer and Jared Parcell. as Chloe McKnight will take her 1,000th career point in basketball. So we'll turn it on over here to him.
This time, please direct your attention to mid-court on Wednesday, November 13th versus Indiana East. Chloe McKnight scored 15 points, reaching a career total of over 1,000 points with St. Francis. And join us in congratulating Chloe on this accomplishment with the Cougars. At this time, would you please rise for today's pregame prayer and the playing of our national anthem. Let us pray. Dear Lord, please watch over today's basketball game between Indiana Tech and St. Francis. We ask that you protect the players, coaches, and officials throughout today's contest, keeping them safe and free from injury. Allow parents, family members, students, and all fans to enjoy today's event in a safe and respectful manner. And in the words of St. Francis, enlighten the darkness of our hearts, give us a right faith and a certain hope. And a perfect charity. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. How's with today's starting lineups? First, we'll be visiting 16th ranked Indiana Tech Warriors, entering today's play with a record of 3-2 overall. At forward, the 5'10" senior from New Baltimore, Michigan, continuing Genevieve Becker. At guard, a 5'7" junior from Dublin, Ohio, with 3 Taylor Covington. At guard, a 5'8" freshman from First Lake, Indiana, with 13 Jacqueline Cruz. At guard, a 5'10" senior from Waterford, Michigan, with 31. And at center, a 6-foot grad student from the Michigan, with 34, Lauren Park. Head coach of the Warriors in the 14th season, Jesse Biggs. Associate head coach, Randy Biggs. Assistant coaches, Edna Craig, Elia Day, Deanne Fuller, and Lauren King. Now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your 18th ranked St. Francis Cougars, entering today's play with a record of 6-0 overall. At guard, 5'8" sophomore from Palestine, Indiana, number 3, Isabella Kisley. At forward, a 6-foot grad student from Tipton, Indiana, number 4, Cassidy Crawford. At forward, a 5'10" freshman from Convoy, Ohio, number 5, Callie Gregory. At guard, a 5'8" senior from Bedford, Indiana, number 11, Chloe McKnight. And guard, a 5'11" junior from Millbury, Indiana, number 15, Julia Mathla.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Starting lineups in the books here from the Hutzel Athletic Center. We'll go ahead and give them to you here one more time for the Indiana Tech Warriors. It'll be number 2, Genevieve Decker. Number 3, Taylor Covington. And number 12, Mars Lowry. Number 13, Jacqueline Cruz. And number 34, Anna Lauren Barton there under head coach, and Jessica Biggs. For the St. Francis Cougars, it will be number 3, Isabella Gizzi. Number 4, Cassidy Crawford. And number 5, Callie Gregory. Number 11, Chloe McKnight. And number 15, Julia Mantilla. And they are are under head coach Ian Jeremy Henney. So we are getting set here for basketball action. 10 minutes on the board. We thank you so much for joining us here from the Hutzel Athletic Center, as it will be St. Francis in the all-white unis with the blue and black trim. Meanwhile, for Indiana Tech, they will rock the all-black unis with the orange and white trim. So it looks like it'll be Decker and Crawford set to jump it here at midcourt. And we are underway. Top 20 showdown here from St. Francis. And it will be Indiana Tech who will have the basketball here to begin the contest. Cruz will dish it off now to that far side. Look down low. We'll dish it back out up top. The three ball from Covington is up and good. And she starts the scoring here for Indiana Tech. The freshman and Callie Gregory will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. With it here on this near side. Comes back here to this near side with Covington. Looking to get a screen there from Mantilla. Able to get around her. Move it to that far side. Now this is Crawford. Kick out. Gizzy. Now back to Mantilla. Look back down low. Crawford going to go up. Round the defender. She gets the score. Cassidy Crawford has been big down low here this season. Returning for her graduate year. The 6 foot out of Tipton High School. An outstanding player down low here for Coach Henney and the Cougars so far this season. Comes into this one averaging 13.2 points per game. So now on this near side, Covington will launch a jumper, no good. And Crawford going to come away with the board here for St. Francis. Crawford up ahead. Extra pass there from Gregory and McKnight. Bang! Chloe McKnight hits the triple for St. Francis and gives the Cougars a 2-point lead here early. Now it's the Warriors with the basketball as Decker look to go down low, and a foul is going to be called there on Cassidy Crawford. That'll be her first, team's first. We'll get a substitution here for Indiana Tech. As Amaris Lowry will come on. Corin Smith did get the start for Indiana Tech. Was not right here on the scoreboard, but now we do have it right, as it is going to be the Warriors with the basketball here on this near side. Cruz looking to drive on McKnight. Now dish it out here to this near side. Covington with it at the top of the key. She'll go to that far side. 2 seconds on the shot clock. And nothing off. Shot clock violation. Possession will go to St. Francis here with 8:09 left to go in our first quarter of action. Number 4 and Gabby Ritchie will come on here for Indiana Tech. Number 21 and Jaden Goatley will check on as well, as Gregory will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. Near side, here to Mantilla. Mantilla, the dish down low. Crawford, nicely done, couldn't get it to fall. Goalie comes away with the board here for Tech. Warriors now with it in transition. The look up top. Here to Ritchie. Now on this near side, Covington will launch a 3, and we're going to get a foul called off the ball. And it's going to be on St. Francis, as Isabella Gizzi will pick up the foul. That's going to be her first, team second. And so it'll be an inbound underneath here for Tech. Tensions high here early in this top 20 showdown. St. Francis ranked number 18 in the country. Meanwhile, Indiana Tech ranked number 16. And we're going to get another foul off the basketball. This time it's going to be on Cassidy Crawford. That will be her second and the team's third. So Crawford will check out, and she'll be replaced by number 40 in Allie Madden. That's an inbound underneath. Will come here for Tech. Decker here with it. Blocked there by Mantilla. And now it's the Warriors far side. 3 ball, no good. Short on the marker there for number 4, Gabby Ritchie. And St. Francis able to come away with the basketball. Gregory here with it now on that far side for St. Francis. We'll get a screen from Madden. Kicks here near side. Gizzy with it down low. Madden back out. Mantilla now going to look off to Gregory here with it on this near side. We'll get a screen from Madden. Has it poked away. and St. Francis comes away with it. McKnight, far side, and we are going to get a whistle as the officials are going to have a discussion. I don't think the shot clock did reset, and so they're going to put time on the shot clock here now. As Chloe McKnight will inbound across the way here for the Cougars. As the official having a discussion here near side with Coach Biggs. And now they're going to put 20 seconds on the shot clock instead of 28. And check it, they'll switch it back to 28 now. And now it'll be Gregory here with it up top for St. Francis. Gregory will dish. Now far side, Mantilla here near side. Gizzy left open, couldn't get it to fall. Board is tipped out, and St. Francis comes away with it. McKnight now going to look to drive down low. She spins, she hangs and draws the contact. And Chloe McKnight will head to the line now to shoot a pair. Here with 6:37 left to go in our first quarter of action. Chloe McKnight comes into this one, averaging at 87% at the charity stripe. As I mentioned, the 1,000 career-point scorer picked that up on Wednesday. And she now gives the Cougars a 3-point lead. Second for McKnight is up and good as well. We'll get a substitution as Lauren Barton will check back on here for the Warriors, number 31. And Corin Smith will come on here for Indiana Tech. As this will be Covington who will bring it up ahead here for the Warriors. Covington back with it here near side. And a foul is going to be called on St. Francis as Gizzy will pick up the foul. That's going to be her second and team's fourth. So Gizzy and Crawford both with 2 fouls apiece here early. And now it'll be an inbound underneath here for the Warriors. That's Covington looking to inbound. McKnight able to take it away. She'll give it off now here to her guard and Taylor Fordyce. Off to Gregory. Back to Fordyce. Here with it at the top of the key. Look down low. Madden back to Fordyce. They'll go back inside. Madden goes up and tries to get around Barton. But Barton gets a piece of it. And now it'll be Tech who will take it the other direction. Covington here with it. Gets a screen from Barton. Offensive foul is going to be called. Barton will pick up the foul. That'll be her first team foul, number 2. And it will be an inbound here for St. Francis as Gregory will bring it up ahead here for the Cougars. Far side, now to McKnight. Up top, here to Mantilla. Back here near side to Gregory. Leaves it off to McKnight. McKnight with it. The 3 ball on the way, short on the marker. Board battled for. It's going to be loose, and Tech going to come away with it. As Lowry skips all the way across court. 3 ball there from Smith, no good. And the board comes down now to Taylor Fordyce. She'll bring it up ahead with it on that far side. Madden skips here near side now to Gregory. Back up top. Fordyce with it here for St. Francis. Fordyce, the jumper just inside the arc, no good. And Barton comes away with the board. Now Covington will push up the floor here for Tech with it on this near side. Covington will move it back. She'll dish down low. Decker trying to throw it around Mantilla. And now Gregory with the takeaway. Gregory, the drive, got the contact, and the bucket. 6-point lead here for the Cougars early in this one. 4:45 left to go here in our first quarter of action. So Warriors here with it. And Madden trying to get around Barton to take the pass away. And Barton with a nice move there. She goes up and gets the score. Now Gregory here with it on that far side. Madden back here near side to Fordyce. Fordyce will go off up top here to McKnight. Now with it as she is picked up here by Lowry. Fordyce left open. 3 ball near side, rattles in and out. And the Warriors now going to take it the other way. as they skip. Decker on the deck, skips here near side. 3 ball spins in and out there for Smith. Goes about halfway down and right out there. Now St. Francis will have possession. Here with it at the top of the key. This is Fordyce. Here with it for the Cougars. Off now to Chloe McKnight. The dish to Mansella. Mansella looking to make a move here on Decker. Smartly there, puts it over to the top, and she gets the score. St. Francis now out to a 6-point lead. 3:30 left to go here in our first quarter. Up top, here to the hands of Covington. Now check it, this is Covington now here with it, as that was Decker who the pass was received from. They'll come back to Decker here near side, now off to Barton. Back up top, Covington here with it. Covington skips far side. The 3 ball on the way is no good. And Mansella comes away with the board here for the Cougars. Now it's going to be Gregory, the freshman, with it on that far side. She'll move it to the top of the key. Looking for somewhere to go. And we are going to get a whistle as McKnight took down a Warrior player at the top of the key. And we're going to have an official's timeout on the floor. So we'll step away here momentarily. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live at the Hutzel Athletic Center, 3:03 on the board. It's a 6-point lead here for St. Francis as head coach Jessica Biggs is having a discussion on this near side here with one of the officials. As Chloe McKnight knocked down a Tech player. I don't believe it was intentionally. But it will be an inbound here for the Warriors on this near side, as they will get it in here to number 3 and Taylor Covington. Covington will dish off. We'll now go back to her there on that far side. This is Ava Zilowski here with it for Indiana Tech. Zilowski, the freshman out of Crown Point, Indiana. As I mentioned in our pregame show, an outstanding player here in her freshman year so far. Battle of the 2 freshmen. It's Callie Gregory for St. Francis with the basketball, having a tremendous year as well. This is Abby Stoddard who gets it off on this near side. Here to Gregory. And we are going to get a whistle and a 3-second call. And possession will go to Indiana Tech. As Genevieve Decker on that last triple for for Indiana Tech picked up her first points of the game. 2:20 left to go here in our first quarter of action. It's a 3-point lead here for the Cougars. That's the Warriors with it here. Now Covington gets a screen with it at the top of the key. We'll skip here on this near side here to Cruz. Now back to this near end, and we get a whistle as Genevieve Decker tripped up on the play. Stoddard will pick up the foul. That will be her first, team's 5th. And so that will put Tech in the bonus here for the remainder of the quarter. As this will send Genevieve Decker, the senior, to the free throw line. Forward out of New Baltimore, Michigan, comes into this one, averaging 14.2 points per game, a 56% free throw shooter here for the Warriors. As her second one is up and no good. And so this will be Fordyce who will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. Fordyce now look to drive, and we get a foul called off the ball as Stoddard hits the deck here for St. Francis. And a foul is going to be called on Ava Zelowski. That's going to be her first, team's third. And so it'll be an inbound here for McKnight across the way for St. Francis. As McKnight gets it into Madden. Now back to McKnight with it on that far side. She'll go off up top. Here now to Taylor Fordyce. Fordyce with it. Elevator screen. She spins. She hangs. Doesn't use it. And she gets the score. Now on this near side, Zelowski will dish off to Covington. We'll go now far side here to Cruz. And out of bounds, possession will go back to St. Francis. Here with 1:24 left to go in our first quarter of action. Number 4 and Gabby Ritchie will come on. Number 12 and Amaris Lowry will check back on as well. Here for Indiana Tech. As Stoddard will inbound here for St. Francis. Gets it in here to Callie Gregory. Gregory will bring it across the half-court line. The dish off here to Madden with it at the free throw line. Now go to Fordyce, back down low. Gregory will go up strong on the defender, couldn't get it to fall, and a foul is going to be called there as Abby Stoddard went over the top, and she will pick up the foul. And we're going to shoot free throws here on the other end of the floor. As Stoddard will pick up her second, and so now a majority of St. Francis's bigs are in foul trouble with Abby Stoddard and Cassidy Crawford both on the bench with 4 fouls. And their only other height matchup here for the Cougars is number 40 and Allie Madden, who is on the floor. Julia Mantilla, another one as well here for St. Francis. As the first free throw hits missed there by the freshman and Ava Zelowski. Zelowski, a 66% free throw shooter, drains the second. And now it's a 4-point lead here for St. Francis. As Gregory will bring it across the half-court line. With it now far side, as this is McKnight here with it. Will dish off to Gregory, now at the free throw line. Gregory back out to McKnight. With it far side, the Euro step move, trying to dish off to Madden. Loose on the deck, they'll go back far side. Now Gregory with it, shot clock down to 5. She spins, she hangs, the nice move there by the freshman, and she gets the score. Inbound will come here for Indiana Tech. As there's going to be maybe a 0.5 second difference between the game clock and shot clock here. And so it looks like Indiana Tech is going to look to hold for the final shot as Covington will have it on that far side. Covington will be guarded here by Fordyce. And now Covington here near side, and a foul is going to be called here with 2.7 left to go. And this is going to send Taylor Covington to the line to shoot a pair as that foul is called on Fordyce, her first. Lauren Barton will come on here for Indiana Tech as she replaces number 21, Jalen Goldie. And so Covington at the free throw line. First free throw is off the back end of the rim. Covington, a 93% free throw shooter. The junior guard, 5'7", out of Dublin, Ohio. We'll have a shot at one more here for Tech. 2.7 on the clock. She does hit the second. And so now St. Francis will look to inbound as they get it in here to McKnight. She launches this one, and it is no good. And that's the end of our first quarter of action. It is St. Francis 15, Indiana Tech 10. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletic Center as we flip on to our second quarter of action. It's St. Francis with a 15-10 lead here over Indiana Tech. The Warriors shot 3 of 10 there from the field in the first quarter, 30%. Meanwhile, St. Francis 6 of 14, 42.9%. In the rebounding battle there, the first quarter, Indiana Tech wins it 8-7. And so it'll be an inbound here for the Cougars on the far side, as Julia Mansola is set to inbound here for St. Francis. Genevieve Decker will come back on here for Indiana Tech to begin our second quarter of action. As Madden back outside, now here to Gregory. Gregory kicks here near side. Mansola left open, the triple, got it! And Julia Mansola makes it an 8-point lead here for St. Francis. Now look at a drive as Covington gets off. Taylor Fordyce there, the jumper no good. And now McKnight will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. Hands it off to the freshman guard and Callie Gregory, far side. Now it's McKnight. With it up top, hand off there from Madden, and offensive foul is going to be called on Allie Madden as she will pick it up, and that's going to be Allie Madden's first, team's first. As I mentioned, 2 out of 3 St. Francis's bigs are already in foul trouble with Abby Stoddard and Cassidy Crawford, both with 2 fouls apiece. So those two will probably sit the bench for a majority here of this second quarter of action. As the board is brought down here by Madden. Now it's Fordyce here with it at the top of the key for St. Francis. Gregory with it on that far side. We'll skip all the way back over here near side to Fordyce. And a 3-second call down low will be called once again here on St. Francis. And so possession will go back to Indiana Tech. Samia Stout will come on here for St. Francis as she replaces Callie Gregory. Meanwhile, for Indiana Tech, Corin Smith will check back into the contest as she replaces Taylor Covington. Now it's Decker with it at the free throw line. They'll dish down low. This is Smith trying to get it out, loose on the deck, and Mansola going to come away with it. We'll get it off here to the freshman, and Stout with it at the top of the key here for the Cougars. Stout will move it to that far side. Stout kicks. Now Fordyce will get a screen here from Mansola. Fordyce to look down low. Madden, pass out. Stout, the triple. Couldn't get it to fall there. And 2 St. Francis players ran into one another. Trying to corral the rebound. There's Julia Mansola and Chloe McKnight on the battle for the board. And they collide. Look to be okay to the both of them. And we'll get a substitution here for St. Francis as Allie Madden will check out. And Abby Stoddard will come on with the 2 fouls here for St. Francis. 7:52 left to go here in our second. Jumper there, no good. McKnight tied up. And jump ball is going to be called. And possession arrow does favor the Warriors. And so they will have the basketball and inbound underneath here with 7:45 left to go in our second quarter. We'll get a substitution here for Indiana Tech as the official will come to this near side. Covington will come on here for the Warriors, and she replaces number 4 in Gabby Ritchie. And so they'll set the shot clock to 19 as it will be an inbound underneath here for Indiana Tech. Near side, Zalowski. Covington now back far side. Kick down low, turnaround shot from Smith is no good. And the board comes down to Mansola, and a foul is going to be called on Tech. Zetlowski will pick up the foul. That's going to be her second. And so she will check out here for the Warriors. As she is replaced here by number 21. And Jaden Goley did not start the shot clock here. So the officials will get it rolling. Callie Gregory will come on as she replaces number 14 and Taylor Fordyce. My clock did not stop either as well. And so they will reset the shot clock here at the hut to 27. And St. Francis will inbound. Gregory, far side now to McKnight. Up top here to Mantilla. Back now far side, a lot of action on that far end, and a foul is going to be called. Abby Stoddard will pick up the foul. That's going to be her third, and that team's second of the quarter. And so Stoddard will have to check out. She is replaced there by Taylor Fordyce. Inbound here for Tech. As this is Covington, who gets a screen there from Decker. She'll drive down low. Couldn't get it to fall. And Stout will now have it here for St. Francis. Trying to kick it here near side to Gregory. And Decker jumped the lane, able to take it away. Indiana Tech with not so good shooting performance here so far. 3 of 15 from the field. And so it'll be St. Francis now with the basketball on the travel. With 6:53 left to go here in our second. We'll get a substitution as Lauren Barton will check on here for Indiana Tech. And Stout will inbound here for St. Francis as she inbounds here to Callie Gregory. Mantilla now with it on that far side. And has it partially knocked away. And the Warriors will come away with it. As they get it up the floor, Lowry. Extra pass there to Covington. Now with it on that far side. Back up top. Lowry the dish down low. Coming up strong. Couldn't get it to fall there to Decker. And once again, it seems like a lid is on the rim here for Indiana Tech. Only 3 field goals, 3 of 17 here so far in this one. As Gregory now with it here for the Cougars. Trying to get it to McKnight. And it's going to be the Warriors come away with it. And Chloe McKnight will pick up a foul. It'll be her first. Team foul number 3. Indiana Tech will inbound the basketball here right in front of their bench on this near side. As Barton will inbound here to Covington. Nice find down low there from Barton. And Fordyce able to knock it away. And possession will stay on this end here with the Warriors. As they will inbound underneath. It'll come from Covington. 8-point lead here for the Cougars. As the inbound from Covington gets it in here to Decker. Now off to Barton. Kick out here near side. The triple on the way. It is no good there from Smith. And possession will come the other way here for the Cougars. Freshman to freshman. Gregory to Stout. The reverse lay-in. Got it. And now it's the Warriors with it on this near side. Kick far side. 3-ball on the way. It is no good there from Lowry. And Stout will slow it down here for St. Francis. Stout will bring it across the half-court line. And we're going to get a foul off the ball. A lot of contact underneath between McKnight and Decker. And foul is going to be called on Decker, and that will be her first. Team second. Substitution for Indiana Tech as number 13. And Jacqueline Cruz will come on. She'll replace Corin Smith. And the Cougars will inbound underneath as they'll put 20 seconds on the shot clock. And McKnight will get it in here to Gregory. Gregory off to Fordyce. Fordyce kicks back near side. Gregory the triple. Got it. And Callie Gregory hits the 3 ball, and she makes it a 13-point lead here for the Cougars. Barton dishes it off. 3 ball opportunity far side. It hits there for Jacqueline Cruz. And finally, the Warriors able to hit a field goal as they started 3 of 18 there. And they do finally hit a triple, now at 21% at 4 of 19. Off the 3 ball there from Jacqueline Cruz. Stout, the freshman, with it. Off up top, here to McKnight. McKnight, the drive, try to get through traffic. Kicks near side, Mantilla, the triple, got it! Julia Mantilla makes it a 13-point lead here for St. Francis. And we're gonna get a timeout on the floor, and St. Francis out to a 13-point lead here with 4:09 left to go in our second quarter. We will step away. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. .410 left to go here out of our timeout called on the floor. It is St. Francis with a 13-point lead here over Indiana Tech. Julia Mantilla with a hot hand here for the Cougars. She is a perfect 3 of 3 from the field with 2 triples and a 2 ball, leading the squad with 8 points. Meanwhile, for Indiana Tech, Taylor Covington leads the way with just 4 points, as Indiana Tech gonna struggle here so far shooting the basketball. They are 4 of 19 from the field at a 21%, and 3 of 10 from beyond the arc, sitting at 3 of 10. And so we are getting a little mop-up duties here on this near side, right in front of the Indiana Tech bench. And so while we wait for that, we will go ahead and take a look at some more team stats here for you. In the rebounding battle, St. Francis with 14 rebounds to Indiana Tech's 10. Tremendous contest here so far between both these squads, as both the men's squads will play in our next contest that is scheduled to follow this one at about 3 p.m. Make sure you join us on the flip side of things there for that one. But before that, we have some business to finish up between 2 of the top teams here in the state of Indiana. Indiana Tech ranked number 16, St. Francis ranked number 18. The Cougars looking to keep their season perfect here on the year, sitting at 6-0. Meanwhile, Indiana Tech 3-2. The Warriors have won 4 straight contests against St. Francis. And still doing a little mop-up duties here on the floor at the Hutzel Athletic Center. Extended break here for you. But when we return back to action, we will get an inbound here for Indiana Tech. As Allie Madden will come on. And still craziness going on here at the Hut. So we'll step away here momentarily. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. And now we will finally return back to the live action as 4:10 is on the board. It will be Indiana Tech who will inbound the basketball. As Genevieve Decker will get it in, and we are back to action. This will be Taylor Covington who will bring it up ahead here for the Warriors. Covington will go up top. Now here to Lowry. They'll skip far side. Now going to look to drive. The running floater. Couldn't get it to fall there. And it's going to be rebounded here by Indiana Tech. As the three ball is hit there by Covington. And that makes it a 10-point lead now here for St. Francis. Fordyce will bring it up ahead here for the Cougars. Far side now to the freshman here in Callie Gregory. Back to Fordyce. She sees a lane. She drives. Count it. And one opportunity here for Taylor Fordyce. That was a smart drive by Taylor Fordyce. We will look at it here one more time on our replay system. As you just see Taylor Fordyce see some space here on this near side as Allie Madden was sealing out Lauren Barton on that far end. And Taylor Fordyce earns her way to the line. Genevieve Decker will now check out as she picks up her second foul. Number 24, Ava Zilowski will come on here for her as Fordyce's free throw is hit there, and it's a 13-point lead for the Cougars. Now up ahead here with Indiana Tech on that far side. Cruz leaves it off now to Lowry. Comes here near side. Now to Covington. Covington will get a screen there from Barton. Moves it back to this near side. Able to get it off. Now back to Covington. He'll dish off up top. As Lowry with it. Zalowski here near side. Inside there. And Barton couldn't get it to spin. And McKnight comes away with the board here for St. Francis. Gregory up the floor with it here for the Cougars. Look to go inside there to Madden. Instead, we'll go out and get the handoff back from Julia Mantilla. Gregory now off here near side as Fordyce looks to drive, kicks, far side, corner three. Mantilla, no good there. And the board comes down now for Indiana Tech as Cruz with it here on this near side. This is off, extra pass, far in. Now to Covington. She'll launch a three off the screen. She hits it. Taylor Covington makes it a 10-point game. Now Gregory will bring it up ahead here for the Cougars with it at the top of the key. Now here near side, Fordyce down low here to Madden. Madden with it, looking to spin on Barton. Skips out. Mantilla now with it near side and has it poked away. It's loose on the deck. We're going to be tied up and a jump ball is going to be called. Possession arrow does favor the Warriors, and so they will inbound here with 2:02 left to go here in our second quarter of action. Nakia Biner will come on here for Indiana Tech. Her first appearance of the game as she replaces Jacqueline Cruz. And it will be an inbound now here to Covington, who will bring it across the half-court line. They'll skip here near side. The dish off. Barton couldn't get it to fall, and a foul is going to be called. Callie Gregory will pick up the foul. That's going to be her first, team's fourth. And so this will send number 34, Lauren Barton, to the charity stripe to shoot a pair. Barton 13 of 17 from the line here so far on this season. Hits there on the first. Barton, a graduate out of DeWitt, Michigan, the 6-foot center here for Coach Biggs and the Warriors. As her second one is up and good as well. And she makes it an 8-point game as Fordyce will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. Fordyce now take it to that far side. Dish off to Madden. Madden going to post up on Barton. She'll go up strong. Couldn't get it to fall. Board underneath. Loose on the deck, and the Warriors come away with it. As Covington up the floor. Bonner, extra pass. Zilowski, the triple. Long on the marker. And it's going to go out of bounds. And possession will go back to the Cougars. As substitution will come on here for St. Francis. Samia Stout will come on as she replaces Allie Madden. Number 21, Jaden Goley will come on as she replaces Barton here for Indiana Tech. And we'll get an inbound here for St. Francis as Gregory will bring it up ahead. A little bit of a smaller lineup here for the Cougars right now as Julia Mansella, the tallest player on the floor, sits at 5'11". Fordyce near side here to Stout. Stout going to look to drive, will get it off, and a travel is called. And possession will go back to the Warriors here with 1:02 left to go in our second quarter of action. So we'll get shoe time duties here at midcourt by one of the Indiana Tech players. Laced up and down is Maris Lowry and ready to go. And so the Warriors will inbound here now to Covington. Covington will get a screen from Zalowski. Covington out to Zalowski. She'll launch a three. Got it. And the Warriors make it a 5-point game as Callie Gregory will bring it across the half-court line. And Coach Jessica Biggs calling, saying you got to get a stop here if we are the Warriors. And that one's poked out of bounds. It's going to be last touched by Indiana Tech. Off the hand there of Lowry. And so an inbound will come here for the Cougars. As McKnight will get it in here to Mansella. Now up top, here to Callie Gregory. Gregory off to McKnight. McKnight now going to look to drive. She spins, she hangs, got it. Chloe McKnight with the bucket. And now it will be Indiana Tech looking to hold for the final shot here in this one. As Covington will have it now on that far side here for the Warriors. Covington will be picked up here by McKnight. Covington will get a screen there from Zalowski. Covington with it. She'll launch a jumper, one-footed off glass, no good. And that is going to be our halftime score. It is St. Francis 31, Indiana Tech 24. We will go ahead and step away. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletics Center, St. Francis with a 31-24 lead here over Indiana Tech. At our halftime break, let's go ahead and run down the team stats here for you. First, for the Indiana Tech Warriors, shot 7 of 27 from the field, 25.9%. Was on a struggle there for about 5 to 7 minutes or so, and then finally started to heat things up towards the end of the first half. They shot 6 of 14 from beyond the arc at a 42.9% and a 4 of 8 from the free throw line at 50%. Meanwhile, for St. Francis, they were 12 of 23 from the field, 52.2%, 4 of 9 from beyond the arc at a 44.4%, and a 3 of 3 from the free throw line, sitting at 100%. Turnover battle here so far in this one. St. Francis with 9 turnovers, Indiana Tech with a 7. In the rebounding battle of St. Francis with 16 boards, and Indiana Tech with a 13. First half scoring here for you. Taylor Covington led the way with Indiana Tech's 10 points. They are 3 of 3 from beyond the arc and 3 for 8 from the field. Ava Zalowski pitched in 4. Lauren Barton with 4 as well. Genevieve Decker and Jacqueline Cruz both with 3 to round out the scoring. For Indiana Tech, for St. Francis, it was Julia Mansella who led the way with 8 points. Callie Gregory and Chloe Knight both with 7. Taylor Fordyce with 5, and Samaya Stout and Cassidy Crawford both with 2 points. Looking at the foul trouble here for both the squads, Abby Stoddard with 3 fouls. Cassidy Crawford and Isabella Gizzi both with 2 apiece. Meanwhile, for Indiana Tech, it's Ava Zidlowski and Genevieve Decker both with 2 fouls there in the first half of action. So we are going to go ahead and take one more break, and we will come back with the second half of action here from the Hutzel Athletic Center. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletic Center as we get set to begin our second half of action. It is St. Francis with a 31-24 lead here over Indiana Tech. St. Francis will start with Isabella Gizzi, Cassidy Crawford, Julia Mansella, Callie Gregory, and Chloe McKnight all on the floor for the Cougars. Meanwhile, for Indiana Tech, it'll be number 2, Genevieve Decker, number 3, Taylor Covington, number 34, Lauren Barton, number 12, and Mars Lowry, and number 13, and Jacqueline Cruz. So Indiana Tech will look to try to claw back into this one. Down 7, St. Francis with the basketball here to begin our second half. Gregory with it at the top of the key. Cassidy Crawford now with it, going to look to drive on Barton. Nice spin move there from Crawford. Are you serious? She hits it to fall. What a tremendous move there by Cassidy Crawford. 9-point lead now here for the Cougs. Decker now here with it for Indiana Tech. Will drive, blocked out of bounds there by Mansella. And possession will stay on this end here with the Warriors. Inbound, coming here from Covington. Looking for somewhere to go with it. We'll go over top. Decker now far side. Barton now in the corner. They're on that far end for the Warriors. Covington back with it. She'll look to drive, kicks far side. 3-ball opportunity. It's up, and it will roll home there for Jacqueline Cruz. Now Gregory will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. Crawford here with it on this near side. Kicks out, far side, triple from Gregory, no good. Board will come to this near side as a foul is called off the ball. Chloe McKnight and Maris Lowry in a battle down low. And so Indiana Tech will have the basketball here with 8:53 left to go here in our third quarter of action. As Cruz will bring it up ahead here for the Warriors. Now we'll get it off far side. There to Lowry. Now back here near side. This is Cruz with it. Picks up her dribble. She'll come back out. Cruz will look down low here to Barton. Double team brought. Crawford got a piece of it. It's out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. And possession will go back to St. Francis. Or check it. There's going to be a foul called on the Cougars. As Maisela will pick up the foul. It's going to be her first. Team second of the quarter. And so it'll be an inbound here for the Warriors. As they get it in. Up top to Cruz. Barton will hand off. Now here near side of Covington. Extra pass on the far end. Decker will now get it off. Covington back with it now to Decker. Decker kicks here near side. Three ball is going to hit back of the rim, and a foul is going to be called down low on Cassidy Crawford. Yeesh. And so that's going to be her third. Team's third of the quarter, and so it'll be an inbound underneath here for Indiana Tech as Covington will inbound here for the Warriors. And McKnight rips it away here for the Cougars, Garrett Gregory here with it, now going to look to drive, and the freshman going to draw some contact, and a foul is going to be called on Indiana Tech. Kayla Covington will pick up the foul. It's going to be her first. Abby Stoddard will come on as she replaces Cassidy Crawford. 8:07 left to go here in our third. Inbound will come here from Gregory. The freshman gets it in. Now here to Gizzy. Gizzy will hand off. Now Gregory here with it for St. Francis. Gregory will get a screen there from Stoddard. She drives off glass, draws the contact, and Kelly Gregory will go to the line to shoot a pair here now for St. Francis. As Barton will pick up the foul, it's going to be her second. We'll get a substitution here for the Warriors as number 34, Lauren Barton, will check off. Number 21, and Jaden Goalie will come on here for her. As Gregory will be at the line to shoot here for St. Francis. The freshman hits the first free throw. Callie Gregory shooting 88% from the free throw line. Freshman out of Convoy, Ohio, Crestview High School. Hits there on the second as well and makes it an 8-point game. As the Warriors will have the basketball. On that far side, they'll dish off up top. Now Cruz back here near side. Down low, Goalie will dish out. Three-ball opportunity short on the marker there from Lowry. And possession will go back to St. Francis. As Gregory will have it on the far side. Gets he back to Gregory. Gregory will get a screen there from Stoddard. Dishes out. Gissy with it, far side. Gissy now out to Stoddard. We'll hand off here to McKnight. McKnight back with it, and we're going to get a foul called on the Warriors as number 12, Ann Lowry, will pick up the foul. That's going to be her second. Team's third of the quarter, so foul heavy here early to start our third quarter of action. 7:15 remains on the board. Inbound will come here from Chloe McKnight. As she gets it in here to Callie Gregory. With it on the far side, trying to get it off to Stoddard, and had her pocket picked there by Covington. Now up the floor, Cruz with it. This is off up top. Lowry Now far side there to Covington. Back to Lowry. Now up top, they'll skip here near side. Cruz. Dish off there, and the bucket is good there from Taylor Covington. Now this will be Gregory who will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. With their at the top of the key. On this near side, here to Gissy. Gissy looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it off to Mantilla, and she is knocked down from behind. As goalie will pick up the foul. And we'll get an inbound here for St. Francis. As goalie picks up her first, team's fourth. Gabby Ritchie will come on here for Tech. As McKnight will inbound here for St. Francis. Gets it in there to Callie Gregory. Gregory, this is off far side. Three ball from Gizzy is no good. And the board comes down now to Genevieve Decker. Decker to Ritchie. Back to Decker, now far side. Cruz with it. Looks to drive on Gregory. And Gregory had her hands up there defensively. The foul is going to be called on her. And Gregory picks up her second foul. Team's fourth. And we're going to get an inbound here for the Warriors as both teams with 4 fouls each. Here is 6 minutes and 7 seconds left to go here in our third quarter of action. Inbound for the Warriors. They get it into Ritchie with it. Looking for somewhere to go. We'll go to the top, the goalie. Now far side, Covington here with it for Indiana Tech. And we are going to get a foul called on Gissy for St. Francis. Yeesh. And so Gissy will pick up her third foul. That's the team's fifth. And so that will send goalie to the free throw line to shoot a pair now here for the Warriors. His first free throw for goalie is up and good. 5-point lead now here for St. Francis. Goalie, the freshman out of Ashland, Kentucky. Comes into this one, shooting 66% from the line, and she hits them both. And now it'll be St. Francis who will have the basketball. As Gregory will have it at the top of the key. Skips here near side now to McKnight. And we are going to get a foul called on this near side on the Warriors. As number 4, Gabby Ritchie will pick up the foul. And that's her first, team's fifth. And so now St. Francis will shoot free throws for the remainder of this quarter. 5:42 left to go here in our third. Julia Mantilla and Isabella Gizzi check out. Abby Stoddard and Allie Madden come on here for the Cougs as McKnight hits her first free throw. Taylor Fordyce on as well, as the second one for McKnight is no good. And so it'll be Indiana Tech with the basketball as Ritchie gets it down low. Here to goalie. Now go off up top. Cruz will leave off to goalie. Now back here near side. Covington skips. 3 ball from the far side is no good there for Ritchie. And Fordyce going to come down with the board here for St. Francis. McKnight gets a screen. The 3 ball, no good there. And the board comes down now to Decker. Now Covington will look to push here for the Warriors. Far side. The dish down low to goalie. She goes up and gets the score. And goalie makes it a 1-possession game. As Gregory will have the basketball here with it for St. Francis. Freshman gets it off to Stoddard. Now down low to Madden. Madden kicks out. Stoddard, extra pass, far side. Gregory left on that far end. Gregory will get a screen there from Stoddard. Now Gregory going to look to drive. She'll spin. She hangs. Couldn't get it to fall. Stoddard comes away with the board. Out to Gregory. Far side. 3-ball. Got it. And Kylie Gregory makes it a 6-point lead here for St. Francis. Now it's the Warriors here with possession. That's Cruz. Gets it off near side. Ritchie now back far side to goalie. Up top here to Decker. Nice ball movement here by the Warriors. 3-ball is no good. And board's going to come down to the Cougars as Fordyce will now have it. Up ahead, McKnight watches a 3. Bang! Back-to-back triples for St. Francis. Out now to a 9-point lead. Covington now here with it for the Warriors. This is it off up top. Cruz now far side there to Decker. Covington now with it, looking to drive, is cut off. Now up top, back to Covington. The 3-ball there is no good. And McKnight comes away with the board. She'll slow it down here as she gets it off. Now to Taylor Fordyce for St. Francis. Fordyce sees a lane. She drives, draws the contact, couldn't get it to fall, but Taylor Fordyce drew it, and she'll head to the line now to shoot a pair here for St. Francis. Foul's going to be called on Jaden Goalie. It's going to be her second. And we'll get a timeout on the floor, media timeout. We'll step away here momentarily. It's St. Francis with a 42-33 lead over Indiana Tech. 3:10 left to go here in our third. You're watching St. Francis basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live at the Hutzel Athletic Center, 3:10 left to go here in our third. Taylor Fordyce is going to go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws here for the Cougars. Fordyce, the sophomore out of Carroll High School here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, comes into this one just shooting 33% from the free throw line. Hasn't had many opportunities this year from the line, but she hits there on the first and makes it a 10-point game. Fordyce comes into this one, averaging 8 points per game on the season. Hits there on the second as well, and she makes it an 11-point lead here for the Cougars. Bonner will bring it up ahead here for the Warriors. Over the top there to Barton, nice find, and Barton gets the score. Now Gregory, the other way here for St. Francis. With it here on this near side. Taking it that far. The freshman, tremendous move there. She goes up and gets the score. Puts it back out to an 11-point lead. Bonner with it up top, off now to Covington. Here near side. The dish down low. Barton goes up, and foul is going to be called on Allie Madden. A little too much contact there. And so Madden will pick up her second foul. And that's going to send Barton to the free throw line here to shoot a pair. Stoddard and Madden will check off here for the Cougs. Crawford, Mansella will come on. Chloe McKnight will check out. Isabella Gizzi will come on here for 2:28 left to go here in our third. It's an 11-point lead here for the Cougars. As Barton's first free throw is up and good. Barton comes into this one averaging 8.6 points per game, 77% free throw shooter. At the line here for one more. Hits there on the second as well. Cuts it down to a single-digit game, a 9-point lead now here for St. Francis. Fordyce will dish it off up top. Now the drive down low from Crawford is no good. And Bonner quickly the other direction here for Tech. Covington now with it. Leave it off up top. Bonner now back here near side. This is Lowry off to Barton. Barton here with it. Will dish out to Bonner. Leave off Zidlowski. Now here with it as the shot clock is down to 10. Covington will launch a three. Couldn't get it to fall. And the board comes down to Barton. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. And it's going to be on St. Francis. Cassidy Crawford will pick up the foul. And that is going to be Crawford's fourth. And so that's going to send Barton to the free throw line. Cassidy Crawford very, very limited here for St. Francis. Stoddard will come on for St. Francis. And Barton will shoot a pair here once again for the Warriors. It's there on the first free throw. Barton second. Couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to be last touch off the hand of Julia Mantilla. And possession will stay on this end here with Indiana Tech, as they will inbound underneath. So come here from Taylor Covington. Before that, we're going to get a timeout called by the Warriors. It'll be a 30-second one. We'll step away here momentarily. You're watching St. Francis basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live at the Huntsville Athletic Center, as it will be an inbound here from Indiana Tech. The out of bounds call there off of Julia Mantilla. Bonner will inbound here for the Warriors. Bonner gets it in here to Covington. Now Barton with it up top. Lowry, extra pass here near side. The ball moving in. An offensive foul is going to be called on the Warriors down low. Barton will pick up the foul. And so St. Francis will inbound as Barton picks up her third foul. Fordyce will now bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. Gregory down low, nicely done. The freshman gets the score. Makes it a 10-point lead now here for St. Francis. And the .38-38 is the score. And they finally get it right now here on the scoreboard, and they'll reset the shot clock. Here with 1:17 left to go here in our third. And they are going to put time on the shot clock here now, as it was at 7, was at 17, now it's at 28. Now the officials are going to have a discussion. And now we're finally going to get an inbound. As it will be Bonner who will have the basketball here for Indiana Tech. Covington will dish out. Ooh, Gregory got a hand on it and then tried to play a little bit aggressiveness there. And so she is going to pick up a foul. And this is going to send number 12, Damaris Lowry, to the chair free throw line. As Lowry's first is up and good. Damaris Lowry, the senior guard out of Dublin, Ohio, comes into this one. Averaging 5.6 points per game, 66% free throw shooter. Her second free throw is off the back end of the rim and no good. And so St. Francis comes away with the basketball as Gizzy tried to get it off to Fordyce and hit the hands of Fordyce and goes out of bounds. And so it'll be an inbound here for Bonner and Tech. As the Warriors will inbound to Bonner. Now off to Barton. We'll get it off. Solowski back out to Barton. Bonner with it on that far side. Now here for Tech. Off to Covington. Near side. Three ball is up and good. Well-designed play there by Indiana Tech. And this one goes out of bounds. They're going to call it off of Bonner. And it will be possession now with St. Francis as they will inbound underneath. There's a 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. As Stoddard will inbound here to Gregory. She'll bring it up ahead here for the Cougars. As Gregory with it up top. Skips off. Gizzy. Now we'll get it off here to Fordyce. Fordyce looking for somewhere to go. Guarded by Bonner. Fordyce wears down Bonner. Has it poked away. And it's the Warriors now with it. As Covington has it here for Indiana Tech. Clock now down to 10. Get it off to Bonner. Here with it at the top of the key. Game clock and shot clock now down to 5. Off to Barton and the give and go. She gets the score. And that's the end of our third quarter. Is St. Francis still with a 4-point lead here over Indiana Tech at the end of 3. We will step away. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletic Center as we flip on to the fourth quarter of action. It is St. Francis with a 4-point lead here over Indiana Tech, looking to keep this perfect season alive, sitting at 6-0 on the year, ranked at number 18 in NAIA. Meanwhile, Indiana Tech looking to get back on the winning side of things as they took a loss to the number 3 team in the nation, Indiana Wesleyan, 84-61. Indiana Tech ranked number 16 in the nation. And so it will be the Warriors who will have the basketball here as they put 10 minutes on the board. Indiana Tech will inbound across the way here from us. Zilowski will inbound here to Covington. As Chloe McKnight comes back on here for the Cougars. Covington with it at the top of the key. Off now to Barton. Will dish off up top. Zilowski, the 3 ball at the top of the key is no good. And the board comes down to Stoddard, and she'll go up ahead. Now here to Callie Gregory. Back to Stoddard with it on that far side. Stoddard will go up top. Here now to McKnight. Gregory now with it, and we're going to get a foul called down low on Indiana Tech. Zilowski will pick up the foul. It's going to be her third, team's first of the quarter. And someone inbound will come underneath here from Callie Gregory as she gets it in here to Stoddard with it on this near side. Stoddard left open, so she'll drive down low here on Barton. Now out to Mantilla. Shot clock now down to 8. Mantilla will dish off here to Gregory. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Gregory will drive. The freshman had it knocked away. She'll turn around. Jump shot at the buzzer. No good. Board is battled for, and Indiana Tech comes away with it. And Stoddard will pick up a foul as she tried to battle for it. And she's going to pick up her 4th and the team's first of the quarter. And so Allie Madden will come on here for her. 4-point lead here for the Cougs. 9 minutes now left to go here in our 4th. It's Bonner with the basketball here for Indiana Tech. With it on this near side. Bonner will look to get around. Nice hands-up defense played there by McKnight. Ball is loose on the deck. McKnight comes away with it. And we're going to get a jump ball called. Possession arrow does favor St. Francis. And so they will have the basketball here with 8:45 left to go in our 4th. Gregory with it here on this near side. Handoff now to Gizzy. Up top. Mantilla now with it here for the Cougs. Mantilla, the drive, kicks out. Turnaround shot from Gregory, goes home. The drive down low there. Out to Bonner. Now here near side. Lowry will skip far side. Zilowski, the triple, no good. And it's going to come away to Madden. Gets it off to McKnight and slips up ahead here to Gregory. Now we'll have it on that far side. Gizzy now with it for St. Francis. Gregory, the freshman, picks up her dribble. Now go near side. Here to Mantilla. Mantilla gets around Zilowski, count it, and one opportunity here for Julia Mantilla. The freshman will pick up her 4th foul, and so she will check off and be replaced now here by Barton, and Mantilla will be at the line to shoot 1. Bonner will come off as well. Jacqueline Cruz will come on to replace her. 7:35 left to go here in our 4th quarter. Mantilla having a tremendous night here so far for St. Francis. Couldn't hit there on the free throw, but the board comes out now to McKnight. Madden with it inside. And clock did not restart. And so we will get an inbound underneath here for St. Francis. Inbound will come here for Gregory and the Cougars. Gets it into Madden. Now the handoff here to Gregory. Gregory looks to drive, couldn't get it to spin. And board comes down now to Barton. And Covington will bring it up ahead here for Tech. Off on this near side. The drive down low, couldn't get it to a fall, but a foul is going to be called on Allie Madden. As Genevieve Decker drew the contact. Madden will pick up her third. Team second of the quarter. And so this will put Genevieve Decker at the free throw line. Leading scorer here for Indiana Tech on the year. With a quiet 3, now 4 points here on the night. Came into this one averaging 14.2 points per game. Just a 55% free throw shooter. And she hits 1 of 2. And now it'll be Gregory here with it for St. Francis. The freshman up ahead, far side, Mansella now back here to Gregory. With it far side, Mansella, corner 3, couldn't get it to fall, and the board comes down here for Tech. McKnight will get back here defensively, try to play a little bit of aggressiveness there. The one thing right now for St. Francis is the foul trouble by the bigs. As Cassidy Crawford with 4 fouls. Abby started with 4 as well. As the jumper is hit far side there for Covington. 5-point game here in this top 20 showdown. 6:15 left to go here in our fourth. It's Gregory with it up top here for St. Francis. Handoff now here to McKnight. McKnight will go off to Gregory. Gregory will get it down low. Here to Madden, guarded by Barton. Out now to Mansella. Mansella will spin inside. Gets over the defender, couldn't get it to fall. And now Barton comes away with it. Up the floor. Little sloppiness there. And it's taken away by Gizzy. Now McKnight with it here near side. And trying to go down low. And a foul is going to be called on Indiana Tech. As number 13 and Jacqueline Cruz was over the top there on Madden. And so she is going to pick up the foul. And that is going to be her first. And the team's third of the quarter. Allie Madden, Isabella Gizzy will come off for St. Francis. It will be Cassidy Crawford and Taylor Fordyce who will come on for the Cougs. As that 3-ball attempt blocked there for McKnight. And now it will be the Warriors with it here on this near end, looking to seek their 5th straight victory against St. Francis. Barton down low. She gets the score and makes it a 3-point game. And we're going to get a timeout called by Coach Jeremy Henney in the St. Francis Cougars. 5:14 remains here in this one. We'll step away. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live at the Hutzel Athletic Center. It is a 3-point lead here for St. Francis over Indiana Tech. The Cougs looking to remain perfect here on the year, but Indiana Tech clawing back into this one, looking to pick up their 5th straight victory against St. Francis. Make sure you join us on the flip side of the streams as we will have the men's matchup set to take place about 20 minutes at the conclusion of this one. .5:14 remains here in our fourth. Cassidy Crawford now on the floor here for the Cougars. She is playing with 4 fouls here, along with Abby Stoddard with 4 as well for St. Francis. And so we'll see what the strategy is here for head coach Jeremy Henney and the St. Francis Cougars, as Barton played a big presence here so far in this second half for Indiana Tech. The big down low here for the Warriors. Gregory, the freshman, with it, goes up on Bonner, and she gets the score. Callie Gregory having a big night here for the Cougars as well. 20 points on the game here for the freshman out of Crestview High School. Covington, the jumper, far side, smooth. Cuts it back out to a 1-possession game. 3-point lead here for the Cougars. 4:30 left to go here in our fourth. As Fordyce off now here to Crawford. Crawford gonna look to go up on Barton, gets strong, count it, and one opportunity for Cassidy Crawford. Barton will pick up the foul. That's gonna be her third. Check it, that's her fourth. And the team's fourth of the quarter. And so now Barton in foul trouble here for Indiana Tech. As Crawford's and one opportunity is no good. And so the Warriors come away with the basketball. Bonner flips it here near side. Pulaski now up top. Bonner back with it. Decker kicks here near side. Zilowski, the triple, no good. And board is knocked down there by Mantilla. Now it will be Gregory up ahead. Here now McKnight, now up top. Mantilla, far side. And the drive from Fordyce. Couldn't get it to fall, but drew the contact. And so Taylor Fordyce will head to the line to shoot a pair here for St. Francis. Bonner will pick up the foul. That's going to be her first. Team's fifth. And so St. Francis will shoot free throws here. Remainder of this one, as Fordyce's first free throw is up and no good. Fordyce with another opportunity here at the line. Her second is good there. She makes it a 6-point game. As Bonner will bring it up ahead here for the Warriors. Bonner the drive on McKnight. Couldn't get it to fall. Nice hands-up defense played there by McKnight. And she'll now get it off here to Callie Gregory. Brings it across the half-court line. And then on that far side, now Fordyce. Here with it, back to Gregory. Now off, Cassidy Crawford. Down low. Fordyce put it on the deck. Had it poked away by Bonner. And now Covington will push it up the floor here for the Warriors. Bonner look down low. Here to Barton. Guarded by Mantilla. Out to Covington. The triple on the way, no good. And Crawford comes away with the board. We'll slow it down now here as Callie Gregory will bring it across the half-court line. Under 3 minutes left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. As Gregory with it up top. Going to slow it down here for the Cougs as they are ahead by 6. 2-possession lead. Fordyce now back down low. Crawford with it, gets around Barton, couldn't get it to fall, but drew the contact, and she will head to the line now to shoot a pair here for the Cougars. That's going to be a foul called on Covington. That's her second. Bonner will check off. Maris Lowry, or check it, Ava Zilowski will come on here for Cassidy Crawford, the graduate, at the line to shoot. First free throw is off the back end of the rim. Crawford with a quiet 6 points on the night. Went into foul trouble very, very early into this one, but has played very smartly here so far in this second half, and she hits there on the second. Substitution as Gissy will come on here for Crawford. We'll get an inbound here for Indiana Tech as Covington will bring it up ahead here for the Warriors. 7-point lead here for St. Francis. Covington looking to drive. Oh, Gissy is going to get called for a foul as Covington hits the bucket, and that will be Isabella Gissy's fourth foul. And Cassidy Crawford will head back to the scores table, and I believe she's going to check on here for as Covington will shoot one. That will be the case, as I believe they're going to go with a little offensive-defensive substitution between those two. Try to create a presence down low on the big side of things with Cassidy Crawford on the offensive end. Isabella Gissy, good defender here for the Cougs as the N1 opportunity missed. And so now Gregory will have it here for St. Francis as she slows things down a little bit. The freshman with an outstanding night here, 20 points. As Crawford kicks out, Mansella with it. Thought about the shot instead. They'll slow it down here once again as they go back to Mansella with it on that far side. Now off to Fordyce here at the top of the key. Fordyce the drive, count it, and one opportunity here for Taylor Fordyce. Taylor Fordyce, tremendous at drawing the contact, and she will head to the line now to shoot one with 1:59 left to go here in our fourth. And Crawford will check out here, and she'll be replaced by Gissy, and it will be Taylor Fordyce at the line to shoot. First free throw is up and good. Now Covington will go up ahead here for Tech. And we do get a whistle. Timeout called by the Warriors, and we will step away here with them. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live at the Hutzel Athletic Center as an inbound will come from Decker on the far side here for the Warriors. And she gets it in. Zilowski will now hand off here to Covington with it at the top of the key. Tried to jump stop, kick out. Top of the key, three balls. Zilowski no good. And the board from Mansella. Mansella has been tremendous on the boards here tonight as well for St. Francis. Julia Mansella with 9 rebounds here for the Cougars tonight. One away from a double-double as she has 10 points as well. And now Gregory will slow it down here a little bit for St. Francis. Trying to take some time off the clock as she spins. Gets around Barton. Gregory, the jump stop goes up and gets the score. Callie Gregory makes it a 10-point lead for the Cougars. Covington, the three ball, top of the key, no good. Mansella with the board, and a foul, I do believe, is going to be called off the ball. And we'll see what the call is by the official. I believe it's going to be on St. Francis, and it will be Callie Gregory will pick up the foul. That's going to be her fourth. Gregory with 22 points. As Barton will come off now with the 4 fouls. And she'll be replaced here by Ritchie as an inbound will come for Indiana Tech underneath. Decker will inbound here for the Warriors. Gets it into Covington. It's poked out there by Gissy. Nicely done defensively. And now it'll be an inbound here for Covington once again. Gets it in, Zilowski trying to post up there, offensive foul. It's called on Zilowski as she tried to body up Chloe McKnight, and she'll pick up the foul. And so we'll get an inbound here for St. Francis as Mantilla. And not 100% sure what is happening right now. Both teams in a huddle. And now Jessica Biggs will make a substitution as Bonner will come on and she replaces Zilowski, with 1 minute left to go. Inbound here from McKnight. Gets it in now to Gregory. Double team brought. Now off to McKnight. McKnight will dish it up ahead. The freshman, and Gregory is fouled. Foul is called on Covington. That's going to be her fourth. And so that will send a freshman, and Callie Gregory, to the free throw line. Callie Gregory was held quiet on Wednesday, only getting 3 points in the win over IU East. And she now has 23 points here on the game. The freshman coming into this one averaging 11 points per game, an 88% free throw shooter. And she hits on the second there as well. And Indiana Tech will use a timeout now. And we will step away here momentarily. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back to the live action and inbound here from Decker for Indiana Tech as she gets it in. Here to Ritchie, the three ball short on the marker and out of bounds. And possession will go back to St. Francis. Offensive defensive substitution here for the Cougs as Callie Gregory will come on. She'll replace Samia Stout with 50 seconds left to go. And inbound will come here from Chloe McKnight. McKnight inbounds here to Gregory. With it on this near side, Gregory going to look to push up the floor. Has Fordyce run in behind her instead. If she has to go to her instead, Gregory will bring it across the half-court line. Now off here near side to McKnight. Back up top, Gregory with it. And 35 seconds left on the clock. And Callie Gregory will have to get a shot off here as there is a 10 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. And Fordyce, far side, triple no good. And board is going to be kept in bounds, but they're actually going to call it out off of Chloe McKnight. And an inbound will come here for Indiana Tech. As a three ball far side from Ritchie is no good. And the board's going to come down here to Chloe McKnight. And the Cougars are going to pick up the win as they erase the 4 straight wins from Indiana Tech. And they win this one over the Warriors. A tremendous win here by St. Francis. Well, congratulations to the Cougars, the number 18th ranked team in the country. They remain perfect on the season at 7-0. They win this one 65-53 over Indiana Tech. A huge win for the Cougars, and they will remain perfect at 7-0. And St. Francis will host Taylor at 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Make sure you join us for our men's contest. You'll have to go ahead and flip on over to that stream, as that stream is going to be scheduled to start in about 20 minutes from now. So we'll go ahead and sign off here from the hut. St. Francis wins 65-53 over Indiana Tech, and they remain perfect at a 7-0 on the year. We thank you so much for joining us here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.